Okay, so I separated it here, and then I'm going to make my bridge. All right, so I chose to use like a cutting board because it's pretty strong. Put it in between in my bridge. And then if you have some kind of a towel or something, or I had a piece of felt, I'm just going to put it here because we're going to put our ice on here. And as the ice melts, the fabric will sort of suck up some of that water a little bit, okay? Then what I do, I've prepared my weights. So here's what I have. I have 2 water jugs. They're actually milk jugs, but they're filled with water. And then I've got a wire. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty skinny. But it's tied in between them, okay? And then what's going to happen once I get my ice, I'm going to put 1 water jug on this side in the front and 1 water jug on that side in the back. And then the wire is going to push on the ice. Does that make sense? Okay, so ice. So now I get an ice cube out of my tray, and I'm putting ice right there, an ice cube. We got that? Okay. So now I do my wire and my weights, and it's a little tricky because I don't have any lids for my jug, so I don't want to splash water everywhere. So I'm actually going to put 1 on the floor, and then I'll even it out in a second. So I'm putting the wire on top of the ice cube. I'll bring it in close and show you in a second.
Yeah, no, you can't get it anymore. Oh, it's clear.
I'm gonna lift this jug up so they're not sitting on the ground, either of them. Okay. Okay, so now you can see the wire on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what's gonna happen, I'm sure you've heard of melting ice with heat before. That's easy, right? When it gets hot, ice melts. What we're doing here is we're melting ice with pressure, with pushing down on it, because those jugs are attached to the end of these wires. It's pushing down on it. So what do you think is going to happen? There's my face. What do you think is going to happen?
It's gonna melt.
Like the whole thing?
No, it's gonna get cut in half.
It's going to get cut in half. Okay, that is a good prediction. When you're doing a science experiment,
I can already see it like almost halfway through. That's what it looks like from here.
you can see what almost halfway through?
Yeah, that's what it looks like from.
You mean it's halfway melted, or is something moving halfway through the ice cube?
The wire is
Not too long.
kind of through the ice cube, kind of.
The wire is kind of going through the ice cube. Ah, so, and that might be why Morgan says it's going to cut it in half.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to see, right? So, cut yourself a little bit of string. It doesn't have to be super long. I don't know, mine's maybe like 20 centimeters or something.
Can you grab that for me?
Does anybody have a prediction what we're doing? Maybe you've done it before?
Nope.
Nope, no idea? Okay, so I was inspired to do these ice things because I thought about how everything's melting outside. So now we're gonna take our salt. We're gonna put some salt onto the ice. And after we do that, we're going to put our string dipped in on top of the ice that has salt on it. Okay, so we can take our salt, find your ice, shake some salt on it, and put your string on top of it. And then you have to kind of leave your string there for a little bit. So, does anybody know a very silly song to sing while we wait?
No.
No.
Yes. For a second we got it, and we've got ice stuck to our string.
You
Oh,
have ice
wow,
on
look at
the
that.
string. Let's see it. Oh, you did so much better than me. There it is. Okay, So we're ready for the science behind what happened. Can I ask you, you know what temperature that ice freezes at? Like water
Zero.
freezes in ice?
0 degrees Celsius.
0 degrees Celsius. So if we think about the winter time, and as Lindsay said, when they put salt on the road, why do they put salt on the road in the winter time?
To melt the ice.
Yes, so what it does, when you put salt on it, it lowers the freezing point of the water to a lower temperature. And so it melts it because it has to be way colder to freeze, right? So when we put salt onto our ice, lowered the freezing point, so it melted a little bit. But then the water that was all around it, it made, how do I say this? The water that was all around it caused the rest of it to freeze up again because it wasn't enough salt to keep everything in a low temperature, so like to a low freezing point, right? So it froze back on top of it and then it was able to pick it up. Now mine didn't work today, but I'm so glad yours did. I was super excited when mine worked before.
Success.
Anyways, how is your wire experiment looking?
I don't know. Let's see.
Take a look and go down at eye level, right? If you can, get right down there and look. What's happening?
There's the ice. Seems like nothing's happening, hey? Yeah.
Nothing's happening? Is it just, you've got string, right? Is a string
Yeah, it's right
sitting
here.
right on top of the ice?
Yeah, right here. We got string.
Okay, can
Looks
you
like
see
it's
that?
getting cut. Looks like it's getting cut. Yeah, this is a pretty big piece of ice. It's the size of my palm, so.
That's on top. Okay. So
Yeah,
what does,
it's getting cut in half.
so it's getting cut in half. There's something
But
kind of,
it's not.
there's
It doesn't
something,
look like.
why not? What does it, what's,
It looks like it's refrozen on top of, because look at the top, it's totally over the wire, which is in the middle of it, and it's frozen back together, so it's not cutting it in half.
oh,
It looks
can you,
like the wire's going under, but it's not cut because it's all one piece.
yeah, see if I could get you a really good side view. That's fairly, can you
Yeah,
kind
you
of
can
see?
see that's kind of in the middle. Ooh, that's cool.
Well,
What-
there's a big
What's happening here, right? The pressure, the pushing down did cause it to melt a little bit, right? Because that's the only way it could have gotten that far down. But then what happened on top of the wire?
It looks like it refroze because it's not cracked.
Yeah, did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So because the temperature of, so when ice melts, it turns into what?
Water.
Water, of course. So that water though
You want
was
to
still surrounded by other ice.
here, eat this.
So what happened to that water?
It turned into ice.
Yeah, it got cooled off by the ice that was surrounding it and it refroze. So pretty cool. And I hope you guys have some luck. Did you have to reset yours?
No, we didn't reset it.
You just have to wait.
We're just eating ice as we wait.
It's nice.